Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, Faith Academy underwent a brief lockdown yesterday after claims of 2 people shot in a bathroom at Faith Family Church. And a pregnant woman hurt in a crash yesterday on North Navarro in Victoria. The woman transported to an area hospital for her injuries. Plus, TikTok CEO was in the hot seat as he testified for hours before Congress despite concerns the app CEO deems the app safe and secure for U.S. users.
And on the outside live view from Quarry ISD, of course, cloudy skies you see there in the distance a little bit, even though it's dark. But sunny skies will return later on the day as the front moves on through. Maybe some rain chances in there as well. We'll talk about that in your weekend forecast coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now, Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 24th day of March 2023 and the time is now 6:31 on your Friday morning. And on this day in 1976, American football player Peyton Manning was born. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Mining. Trey, are you a Peyton Manning fan? I know some people in the country aren't, depending on their football affiliations,
right, where their
loyalties.
fan base is, exactly. I think he's a great player, of course.
I think he's a really funny guy in commercials.
True.
That's where I see him a lot.
Very much true. Multi-talented, definitely on that. And 73 degrees currently in Victoria, currently with southerly winds sustained 21 miles per hour, almost a 40 mile per hour gust the last half hour or so. Humidity still quite high in the good 90% range, more than likely. I'm thinking we're here in the relative humidities. They'll continue to be quite high throughout the afternoon time, then reducing some as the front moves on through. Have low humidities tonight, allowing the temperature to fall into the mid-50s for the overnight low. But first things first, we'll start off with the current temperatures now. 71 degrees currently throughout the entire region you see right there. That'll take us through the rest of the morning time into the mid-afternoon or so. By 12 noon, lunchtime will be in the upper 70s. Could have some 80s way out there in our western parts of the crossroads, Goliad to Beeville, Carson City, Kennedy, and Refugio, where it's typically a little bit warmer and a little more sunshine out there, I think, by this afternoon especially. 1 o'clock, we've been there 80 degrees, 85, 86 degrees. By 2 o'clock should be our high temperature, I'm thinking, in Victoria today. Nothing on the radar as of yet, because the front is still out to the west. It's moving fairly quickly. By the time it gets to our region here, by the mid to early afternoon, we'll have maybe a few rain showers along the frontal boundary, because that frontal boundary is a lifting mechanism. As a matter of fact, you kind of see right there a little bit getting closer near Kerrville, some precipitation on that front. So keeping our fingers crossed and maybe get a little bit of rain out of it, at least some parts of the crossroads will. And southerly winds throughout the majority of the day today, starting off near 15 to 20 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour already being experienced by that. And we'll continue throughout the day, turning around the northwest in the afternoon, bringing that drier air in. What does your weekend forecast look like? We'll take a look a little bit later on this half hour, Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. A major break in a murder investigation in Lavaca County. Investigators arrested Michael Joseph McKim of Flatonia Wednesday in the murder of Jason Pilot of Shiner. McKim is currently in the Lavaca County Jail on a $500,000 bail. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office believes fugitive John Paul Chavez is hiding out in Pasadena. A warrant was issued for his arrest Tuesday. Chavez is believed to be involved in numerous burglaries and thefts between Jackson, Victoria, and DeWitt counties. The suspect is accused of stealing equipment from the Lavaca Navidad River Authority last June. If you have any information on his whereabouts, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office wants to hear from you. That's at 361-782-3541. A 12-year-old is in the Victoria Juvenile Detention Center on charges of a terroristic threat. The juvenile is accused of making a threat on Cade Middle School Thursday afternoon. The threat was reportedly made by phone, which allowed the school resource officer to trace the number. The number traced to a Victoria home where the juvenile was found and taken into custody. A second suspect, also a juvenile, was interviewed in the investigation. Charges against that juvenile are pending this morning. At this time, there is no credible threat to the safety of students in the Victoria ISD. Faith Academy put on a brief lockdown yesterday after a caller claimed 2 men were shot in the bathroom at Faith Family Church. Victoria police got the call around 3 in the afternoon yesterday. The call coming in near the end of the school day. Turns out the call was a hoax.
Officers to that location very quickly. They were able to assess the situation and speak with the principal. The school was put down on temporary lockdown, and the officers were able to clear the building. And no threat was found. Everything looked fine. There was no issues. We were able to at least look at the phone number that came into our 911 call, and they are looking into trying to trace that to see where it originated.
Academy campus near the Victoria Airport also went on a brief lockdown before being cleared by officers. Out of an abundance of caution, an additional school called Faith Academy in Waco is notified to ensure no schools were under any threat. A pregnant woman taken to an emergency room Thursday afternoon after a crash on North Navarro. The woman reportedly suffered a neck injury but is expected to make a full recovery. The woman was traveling northbound in a white SUV when she collided with a gray SUV. 2 children were in the gray SUV but were not hurt in the crash. TikTok CEO Xu Zichu testified for the first time on Capitol Hill Thursday as lawmakers and President Joe Biden discuss a potential ban of the app. Xu testified for nearly 5 hours. Members grilled Xu over concerns over privacy for Americans' data, protections for children online, and TikTok's connection to the Chinese community. During his opening statement, Xu claimed TikTok is safe and secure and that shouldn't be banned. Noting that the app has 150 million active U.S. users, TikTok currently banned from federal devices, and some states have followed suit, including Texas, as well as several public universities in the U.S. that have also banned the app from their devices and Wi-Fi. We'll go to Washington for a closer look at the TikTok hearing later on Sunrise. Rideshare company Uber introducing a new way for customers to get a ride with a phone call. Uber announced Thursday morning its new rideshare phone number, 1-833-USE-UBER. The company says it understands some customers prefer to talk to someone on the phone, so they're instituting the new option. The service is available in English and Spanish, and you must call from a cell phone so you can receive a text message. Customers can call for a ride 7 days a week between 4 in the morning until 10 at night. Okay, get your cell phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote on our viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. The time is now 6:37 on your Friday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. The first information session for the upcoming Victoria College bond was held last night.
I'm ABC's Justin Finch, recapping that tense Capitol Hill TikTok hearing. Coming up, what the TikTok CEO says it's doing to protect U.S. users and how lawmakers are responding.
Take a look on the outside school bus forecast for the kids headed to school. Dress cool for school today, 71 degrees at the bus stops this morning. And returning home time, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 85 degrees, definitely warm. And stay cool out there as best you can and make it a great school day. What about your weekend forecast? We'll take a look coming up.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
For months, we've been saying that Fred Loya can save you more money on your car insurance. But just how much more? In recent months, people who switched from Geico and Progressive to Fred Loya Insurance have saved over $1,500 a year. State Farm customers who switched to Fred Loya saved over $1,600 a year. Allstate customers saved over $1,100 a year. That's a combined savings of over $240,000 a year. So start paying less. Call or visit fredloya.com. If you don't call, you don't save.
From America's #1 news source comes the all-new ABC News app. Breaking news, incredible video, faster, smarter, and it can customize to you and your interests. If you love being in the know, you're gonna love this. Experience what all the buzz is about. Experience the all-new ABC News app. Download it now.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Good morning, good morning. Meteorologist Trey Mining here. Happy Friday. 20 minutes away from 7 a.m. front moving through later on this afternoon. You see right there coming on through. Maybe a rain shower 2 or 3 along the frontal boundary, but not anything too widespread. I don't think at this time the atmosphere is not primed for that. But the winds turn around the north, bringing in cooler and drier air. Well, more dry air than actually cooler air, because the temperatures tonight will be in the low 50s to mid 50s for the overnight lows. And then clouds are still hanging in. Maybe a shower or 2. I put maybe in that coming up by the afternoon time, put a slight chance in. But clearing skies by about 3 o'clock or so, maybe earlier than that. Push all the clouds away, a few clouds along the coast. Mostly on the clear side coming up for your overnight lows tonight, allowing those temperatures to be a little bit cooler than we have been seeing. And rainfall, well, chance of rain pretty small, well less than 1/10 of an inch if you get anything at all. More than likely in the areas from the east parts of the crossroads down the coast coming up through your Monday. After Monday, be an increasing rain chance by then. Another front moving on through. With even cooler air to come next week. Highs in the 70s for a few days. Looks like that could be the case. What days will they be? I'll let you know that a little bit later on before we go in the full 7-day outlook. Back to you, Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. On Capitol Hill, the CEO of the social media app TikTok faced tough questions from members of Congress. Millions of U.S. TikTok users are on edge amid bipartisan support to ban the app, which is popular among younger users and even small business owners.
House Republicans and Democrats united in their skepticism of TikTok, which counts more than 150 million U.S. users.
TikTok collects nearly every data point imaginable, and the Chinese Communist Party is able to use this as a tool to manipulate America as a whole.
TikTok needs to be an American company with American values and end its ties to the Chinese Communist Party.
TikTok CEO Xiao Chu facing more than 5 hours of questioning Thursday. Chu insisting the app is working to protect American users by firewalling off their data from unwanted foreign influence.
It is our commitment to this committee and all our users that we will keep this free from any manipulation by any government.
Chu says TikTok's firewall will launch sometime later this year and that it plans to store Americans' data on U.S. soil.
I have seen no evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided.
I find that actually preposterous.
A TikTok spokesperson says its CEO, Xiao, came prepared to answer questions from Congress, but unfortunately, the day was dominated by political grandstanding. The Biden administration has called for TikTok's Chinese parent company to sell its U.S. operations or face a possible ban, which Beijing opposes. Across the country, growing concerns about TikTok users' security.
I uninstalled it, actually, because I don't know, I just don't want them to collect data.
I think while those concerns are valid, and I myself have had them, I think to hear what TikTok is doing is giving me reassurance.
And TikTok CEO also saying concerns raised about the app are not unique to its platform, despite bipartisan support for a Senate bill that would call for the regulation or even outright banning of foreign-made technology that could compromise national security. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
The first informational session for an upcoming bond election for Victoria College was last night. The hearing was an opportunity for community members to learn more about the upcoming election and the bond and how it would impact them. The $10 million bond election is for the construction of a student success center that would be 3 stories at Victoria College. The estimated cost is $36.5 million for a 3-story expansion and renovation. The college is committing $26.6 million, or almost 3/4 of the total cost. That's why trustees are asking voters to fund 27% of the project. Victoria College President Jennifer Kent says these info sessions are to ensure voters can understand the bond.
Well, we just want to get the information out so as voters are considering their vote for May 6th, that they'll have all the information, and we're excited to share with them all the things that Victoria College does for students and for the community, and building that pipeline for a trained workforce in this region.
The next information session will be Tuesday, April 18th at the VC Student Center at 5:30 p.m. Come to crossroadstoday.com where we'll have more bond info sheets that you can view right at home to gain a better understanding of the upcoming election. Leading us to your viewer poll, do you plan to support the VC bond? Yes or no? Okay, let's take a look. 32% of you, that's the most we've had all morning, say yes, you do. And 68% of you say no, you do not. We want to keep hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote. The time is now 6:45 on your Friday morning. Still to come, we meet the Pet of the Week. Time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday, Robert. Looking forward to celebrating your day. Love, Feather.
And also happy birthday to Pedro. Have a great day. Love from your family.
That sloth is so cute. And the Oscar winner, Jessica Chastain, is 46 today. Happy birthday.
To see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click on More Under Home, and see the KVU Submit Your Birthday.
The time is now 6:45 on your Friday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today or this weekend. We'll be right back.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month, Texas. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. It's the final days of Ford Truck Month, Texas. See what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. There's a great selection in stock. During the final days of Truck Month, drive F-150 with 0%, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days, plus complimentary maintenance. Hurry into your Texas Ford dealer.
He's one of the greatest in the world of dance. All right, Derek up, everybody! So you and your fiance met on tour.
Our first kiss was actually on stage. We're doing a run with the Dance of Love.
That's sexy.
That was my sexy leg, by the way.
Plus, from Magnum PI, Jay Hernandez. Do you like dancing?
I like dancing, but I can't say anything about dancing sitting next to him.
Next, Kelly.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details on the all-inclusive 3-year passenger cruise around the world.
I have never been on a cruise before, and when this opportunity came up, I grabbed it.
375 destinations with stops in 135 countries across all 7 continents. The Life at Sea ship setting sail from Istanbul November, picking up passengers in Barcelona and Miami. The ship can hold just over 1,000 passengers, more than half the cabins already booked since the itinerary was announced earlier this month.
I think people's work schedules have become a little bit more flexible. We have seen more of an interest in people wanting to try to work from ships.
And we'll have much more on this game changer on the high seas coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Victor Oquendo, ABC News, Miami.
Good morning. Trey Mining here. It's almost 2 minutes away from the 7 a.m. hour. The temperature is starting off in the low 70s this morning and remaining in the 70s throughout the entire morning time. Until we get to about 12 noon or so, it'll be in the mid-70s, maybe some 80s out there in the western parts of the crossroads. And we'll be about 85, 86 degrees by the time we get to the mid-afternoon here in Victoria. So I think that'll be our daytime high. Front coming in from the north and northwest will clear us out temporarily and maybe bringing an isolated rain shower or two along the frontal boundary, but the chance is pretty small, but I put a slight chance in there regardless. And then we'll see the clouds move to the east, push to the east by 4 o'clock, seeing some sunshine by the afternoon time. And mostly clear skies overnight tonight, I'm thinking, will allow the temperatures to drop into the mid-50s for overnight lows, feeling cool in the morning, 85 degrees today. Morning clouds, afternoon clearing, western winds at 20 miles per hour, definitely on the windy side again as we go throughout the overnight tonight. 54 degrees in Victoria, mostly clear skies and cool. And for your day on tomorrow, Saturday, keeping the highs in the low 80s, northerly winds, dry conditions, and then return of moisture by Sunday brings back rain chances, and also by Wednesday. Look at the cooler temperatures by midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday in the mid-70s.
And now it's time for Pet of the Week with 25 News Now digital manager Jen Flores.
Friday, so that means it is time for Pet of the Week, a segment that highlights a shelter pet in the crossroads looking for its forever home. Today I am here at the Calhoun County Humane Society in Port Lavaca, Texas. I'm with Kelly and Chunk. Kelly, what can you tell us about Chunk?
Chunk is a 4-year-old terrier Brazilian male stud. We call him Stud because he's a big chunk of love. He is very friendly. He is very outgoing, and he is definitely a ladies' man. And he likes to play. He loves his friends. He's got a little girlfriend back there that he will hopefully get to show him later. He's been with the shelter for 3.5 years. He was 8 months old when we got him. We need him a home because this boy is just missing out on everything. And easy process for adoptions. Yes. And it's just come show up here, fill out an application, have a fenced-in yard, and a vet. Yes. Meet and greet. If they have other dogs, we can bring them in to show them and make sure they get along. I'm not sure if he's friendly with cats or not. We don't know. So that is just trial and error there. You just have to be trained. He is smart. He's funny. He's playful.
He's very goofy.
He's goofy, and he loves to just. Right now, he's kind of wound up. He is full of high energy, but when he settles, he just settles. He'll just sit and crash. So he would make really a family just perfect
happy.
Little home. Yes. He is adorable. If he would turn around and show his pretty face.
Show yourself off, Chunk. Well, thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Chunk, for being with us here today. I can definitely say he is one handsome young man, and he will be a perfect little cuddle bug if you want to sit on the couch and cuddle next to him. Like I said, we are here at the Calhoun County Humane Society located at 106 Haley Lane in Port Lavaca, Texas. If you would like to make Chunk your forever fur baby, head on over here, play with him, get to know him, see if y'all are a match. And I am Jennifer Flores with 25 News Now. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jennifer. Paige and Blue are still available for adoption as well. A donor has sponsored the full adoption fee for both dogs, meaning they can both be adopted at no cost. If you're interested in adopting Chunk, Paige, and/or Blue, contact the Calhoun County Humane Society. Still to come on Sunrise News to Know Before You Go. Affectionate Arms received another donation yesterday afternoon.
Keep Victoria Beautiful is having a cleanup for Earth Day. April 22nd. That morning, we're going to go clean up all around Victoria. Make this place we call home just a little bit nicer. Last time we had 400 of your friends, neighbors, high school baseball players, teachers, nurses there to help clean up. Go to keepvictoriabeautiful.org to sign up and learn more. Bring a team. It's going to be a great Saturday morning. Look forward to seeing you there.
25 News Now would like to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Go to the link on your screen for more information on how to download.
She fulfilled his every fantasy because she played these games. My son died.
Was dubbed the first internet murder.
And now she wants to come clean to 2020. Is this Cherie? Yes.
2020, tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
You know how you don't want to lie to your parents? You don't want to lie to me worse.
Playtime was over after a little boy is bitten.
Tell me what happened.
The leash came off.
Clearly, he was being chased by 2 dogs.
Or is it what wasn't seen that matters?
Malik was in our yard teasing him prior to that.
That's not what he told me.
Could you please ask him again?
No, now we just heard you tell me.
Next, Judge Judy.
When Kelly and I were out here for rehearsal, that screen wasn't there.
And neither was Kelly.
Next Live. Ryan Cox from Succession.
You play Logan Roy, and he's a tough character. You're nothing like him, though, right?
It's hard to say.
Plus Toni Collette from her new series, The Power.
All right, it's time for today's question of the day. According to a survey, 52 of Americans started planning this in March. What is it? Okay, let's see. In March, Mary Helen says vacation. So does Leticia. Adriana. Orlo says you plan April and March. Melanie says cruise or vacation. Oh, in Hawaii. Very specific there with Melanie. Love Hawaii. Only been to Kona, but beautiful. Bobby, vacation. And Kenneth says vacation. Lee says Christmas. Wow.
Okay,
Christmas.
get an early start, no problem with that.
Vacation, and that's from Michael. I think vacation has to be extra because you get so many discounted fares, or the prices are better when you buy ahead of time.
Exactly, that's why you start your planning early. And that, by the way, that's the answer to the question of the day is plan a vacation, of course. Kind of get your jump start on that and get it planned and everything. So I hope it's a good vacation for you. And of course, stay tuned for Monday morning for another question of the day to get your brain going for your Monday.
A suspected Iranian-affiliated drone killed a U.S. contractor and wounded 5 U.S. service members in northeast Syria Thursday. The contractor was an American citizen. A statement from the Pentagon says the incident happened after a drone struck a facility housing U.S. personnel. 2 of the wounded service members were treated on site, while 3 additional service members and the U.S. contractor were medically evacuated to coalition medical facilities in Iraq. President Joe Biden has authorized a precision airstrike in response targeting facilities used by groups affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. LAUSD schools are set to reopen today as the strike ends and labor talks continue, with Mayor Karen Bass works to mediate the ongoing dispute. Thousands attended a rally Thursday afternoon at the Los Angeles State Historic Park. The striking workers, members of the SEIU Local 99, are calling for a 30% across-the-board salary increase plus a $2 per hour addition for the lowest paid workers. The school district has offered a 23% wage hike and a cash-in-hand bonus, but that proposal was turned down. Governor Bass hopes to help parties reach an agreement to reopen schools and guarantee fair treatment of all LAUSD workers. Victoria County Animal Services reports a skunk was found in the Mission Oaks neighborhood and tested positive for rabies at a lab in Austin. Any person that notices any wildlife in Mission Oaks area acting strangely or out of character should call the Victoria County Animal Services. They also recommend all residents make sure that their pets are up to date on their rabies vaccines. Affectionate Arms received another donation yesterday afternoon. The VFW and VFW Auxiliary stopped by the adult daycare center, and they did not come empty-handed. They walked in with $800. Executive Director Mary Garcia is more than thankful for the support. And we want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone, just search Crossroads Today Plus, and it's all you need to watch our newscast. All right, let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team Meteorologist Trey Mining for a look at our forecast. Trey, the rain is back in play. I'm seeing a few rain casts there in the 7-day. What do we have this weekend?
Right, we're looking at the cooler temperatures coming up in the overnight tonight after a high temperature well into the 80s today. Front will push on through and push the clouds to the east and allow a little bit of radiation cooling coming up there overnight with lows in the 55-degree range. Cloudy skies, as you see, the majority of the day. By afternoon, it's all to the east. We have improving conditions after that. And with warm temperatures, a little bit cooler in the overnight tonight. I'll show you that here momentarily. 85 degrees today. Maybe a passing rain shower where the frontal passage comes on through late this morning and afternoon. 54 degrees overnight tonight. There's your cooling temperatures, mostly clear skies. And then for your day tomorrow, 82 degrees. Pretty nice day. Dry conditions. Extended forecast for us. There's some rain chances for Sunday, Monday, again on Wednesday. Look at the temperatures by Tuesday and Wednesday in the 70s. So looking forward to that. Make it a great weekend and have a safe weekend. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day and come to crosswordstoday.com for more. And be sure to tune in at 5, 6, 10.